Bruce is here to talk about what we do need and what we don't need when it comes to insurance. And Bruce, where are you right now?
I am in a padded cell. Now, it's Brian Gluckstein's patio collection, but I am in a padded cell because I was quite concerned about the risk that I might get hurt during the segment. So I've got the padded cushions, I've got the bicycle helmet, I have a first aid kit standing by, and I have a fire extinguisher. So I am fully prepared in case anything goes wrong. No! What a waste of time. I'm wearing all this stuff because I want to demonstrate overkill. And sometimes people think they have to insure everything. What could possibly happen during our segment? Like, am I actually concerned that an alligator is going to come and eat my head? No, nothing's going to happen. We are safe. So I want to help our viewers find the right balance between risk and reward.
Okay, I like that goal because we want to save money when we can. So how do you figure out what you need and what you do not need?
So the first thing is the objective of insurance is to protect you from a calamity, disability, death, fire, all those sorts of things. You want to spend the money to avoid a real financial risk and also to give you some peace of mind. But that isn't everything. I will say that I just bought a watch online. It was cheap. It was like $40, and they wanted me to pay $7 for that additional protection. It makes absolutely no sense to do that. So you want to look at your circumstances. And in the case of life insurance, for example, it's your age, it is your dependence, it is your income, and to a certain extent, it is your temperament. All of those things make an enormous difference in the kind of insurance that you decide to purchase.
Okay, so I'm curious to know then, what is on your must-have insurance list?
Number one, basic term life insurance. Number one. Some people have this attitude that their health can be safeguarded with an apple a day, and that's really their number one thing. No, if you have dependents, you need life insurance because you need to replace income if you're no longer here. Now, if you've got young kids and a mortgage, there's educations that you'll need to be able to afford down the road. If you're an empty nester, you might not need that much coverage. So that's kind of the number one thing you're going to think through on basic term life insurance. You also 100% need home insurance, not just because your mortgage provider says you have to have it, but because there is an enormous financial risk there. I also recommend people have tenant insurance. It's cheap. It's like $30 a month. Why not? And it may augment what your landlord has. Certainly the contents of your home, super, super important. Finally, car insurance. You got to have it. You get pulled over, you don't have it, there's consequences.
Okay, is there anything that you've got on the maybe list?
Disability insurance. And the only reason it's a maybe is some people have coverage at work already. So if you do, you might not need an additional policy. I'm a maybe on permanent life insurance. That's the product that has an investing component. So my preference is keep it simple, term life and investing instead of combining the two together. So that's a maybe for me. Travel insurance. Remember travel, Tracy? That was the thing we did in before times when we left our house. Now, of course, we don't do that now, but one day we will again. And if we travel again, then look at what work covers for you. Look at what your credit card covers for you. If it's insufficient, then buy those additional policies.
Okay, so what about those extended warranties that they try to sell you in store? Should we invest in those?
No, I don't think we should. Generally speaking, no. Even the Financial Consumer Agency of Canada calls them expensive. They are expensive. People rarely use them. They're restrictive. The average extended warranty, this is a U.S. number, but $1,800. So that is a big expense. And if you think about the cost of a repair, it may not be worth it. Now, it is a personal choice on that front. The bike helmet, though, non-negotiable. You get on two wheels, Tracy. You're wearing one of these.
Bruce is so good. You know what? He's always got such good info. Whoever said talking about insurance is dry and boring obviously never talked about it with Bruce.